o'clock.
Today's news.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm Michael Wallace. The Labor Department says inflation rose last month to its highest level since February. These shoppers in Joplin, Missouri have noticed it at the grocery store. Milk.
Produce, too. Even just regular stuff like milk and eggs.
The price of everything is going up.
CBS's Kelly O'Grady says consumer prices in June were up 2.7% from a year earlier.
Prices were up for clothing, furniture, and toys, all tariff-sensitive items. And dining out, up 4% at full-service sit-down restaurants.
Car and truck prices fell slightly. At a summit in Pittsburgh, President Trump is touting new investments in technology and energy to expand artificial intelligence.
This afternoon, 20 leading technology and energy companies are announcing more than $92 billion of investments in Pennsylvania.
Trump has said he wants to make the U.S. the world leader in AI. Massachusetts Democratic Congressman Jim McGovern proposed this today.
I move the committee make an order amendment number 50, which would require the Attorney General to preserve and release any records related to Jeffrey Epstein.
But the Republican-led House Rules Committee rejected that amendment. President Trump again today defended Attorney General Pam Bondi and her decision not to release more Epstein files.
These files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax.
But many of Trump's supporters are demanding the Epstein files be released. House Speaker Mike Johnson says Bondi needs to come forward regarding those files. There's a new call to strip the CDC's vaccine committee of more of its powers. Here's CBS's Alexander Tin.
Weeks after Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. purged the CDC's influential Vaccine Advisors Committee and replaced them with his own picks, one of the advisors Kennedy picked for the panel, Dr. Robert Malone, is calling for further changes to the committee, whose recommendations are tied to an array of federal policies that enable access to vaccines, telling C-SPAN in an interview that they are hoping to make it, quote, so that political actors are the ones making policy decisions, not scientists.
This year's Emmy nominations were announced today. Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
The TV show with the most Emmy nominations, Severance, the Apple TV Plus show that wrapped its second season. It was followed by 24 nominations for HBO Max's The Penguin and 23 nominations for HBO Max's The White Lotus.
Piper, no!
Up again for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series.
You guys are going to have a fabulous time.
Last year's winner, Jean Smart from HBO's Hacks.
The Emmy Awards air September 14th on CBS. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 62 degrees in Richmond, California.